May I see your driver's license, please? May I see your driver's license, please? What's that in your cassette tape?
Who is this, first off? Regardless who this is, I don't know why you think we've been getting Leo'd for the last 2.5 hours. We haven't seen any evidence, and none of my spotters have told me about it, so I don't know if maybe that's happening. We're not overly concerned. Now you're one of the Revo or CTA guys, so let me break this down for you. We probably won't be rebuilt with our swarm for at least 2 months, so we will be coming home with 20 to 40% of our swarm ships. Not sure where you guys are at with yours. Should be a good amount of kills coming out of the west. We're very happy with the overall battle. That's where we're at with it. But I would probably keep that down, you know, getting our asses kicked, bad, blah, 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 getting Leo'd. First off, that's not actually correct. And I don't know why you're messaging one of us telling us that we need to rebuild fast, because you're from Revo and we actually came and supported you guys. So I would be a little more judicial in my I'm not sure, maybe you're not familiar, but this was a Revo called action. So whatever we had done with it was already called off early in that west port. So whatever's going on here, you should probably just show some appreciation to the triads, whoever they are that you're talking to, and we don't go for this fucking negative. We're getting our ass kicked. I hope you guys rebuild fast shit that just comes off all wrong, brother. Oh, this is Tig. Going back and looking through the messages here. Okay, well, I have some things I'd like to discuss with you, sir. First thing, please don't go around saying that we're poaching players, because we don't poach anybody. That's really not, like, cool. That's not what we do. That's not what we're about. That's not what's happening. Secondly, I heard some things. I also wouldn't go around saying that, you know, triad tactics suck and that we suck and blah, blah, blah. That's not going to be productive. I don't know exactly how you think. I know you got a pretty negative view on this battle right now, but I'm telling you a couple things here. First off, this deployment scheme was not our choice, and it's not how we would have done it. We made a decision to come in and support you after being requested. So, and then the third thing I would think about here is I'm getting a lot of this zero move, you know, or coming in a porthole blocked, that we need to be doing that. Would remind you that you actually had that opportunity when I was in the west and I was porthole blocked, and you guys chose to go north in a non-blockable porthole and go that route, and then got them dropped on top of you. So I wouldn't perpetuate stories about, you know, poor triad tactical deployment on a battle that you guys called a deployment scheme, and we followed you by request. And, you know, it doesn't sound good. Whatever the outcome, and I also heard that you think we're going to get totally annihilated, which I can promise you we're not. There is no way they're going to clear our battle group in 15 fucking rounds. It's not going to happen. So I take all that stuff personal, because, you know, I get whatever's going on, and you guys have some issues there, and nobody likes not winning the battle, but this isn't exactly a loss either. So I suspect we're going to have a lot of reds sweeping the field, and how this thing is going to end is tank lock in the east and 20 to 40% of the swarm going home. And we will rebuild, but yeah, next time we're probably going to want to call our own deployment. In general, I do not believe that a negative, as a leadership goes, no member of my leadership team or anybody that's a triad head would ever, you know, put out some doomsday fucking thing. We have our doomsday sayers, but we keep them on the, you know, on the fucking downside, because it doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help anybody, even if it's correct. It's about managing a loss. I mean, everyone's going to lose their ships, and why do you want to not look at the bright side on what they accomplished? I can tell you our official take on this will be, you know, when we see whatever 60 million ships left or 61 million ships left, we don't focus on what we lost. We look at 61 million ships to go, and we killed 35 already, or however many we killed. And so am I, and you're dead fucking wrong. And you're blunt, whatever. You're calling us poachers, okay? Don't do that. We're not poaching anybody. We open a Discord as our means of hanging out and talking. If somebody wants to hang out, then great. Yeah, whatever, man. I'm telling you right now, you and I are not going to get along if this is going to be your attitude. You don't insult us, you don't turn facts around, and you don't, make allegations about these things and expect us not to fucking call you out on them. I'm going to call you out every time, Tigger. So if you don't like how we support you, then don't call and request from us. And I also heard you got a problem with our guys defending our guys during a battle and then we didn't get in there fast enough. Look, man, we don't even do deployments if we're not pre-staged. All right, this was not a planned fight. This was already cut off on our side. And then you guys asked us and we made a decision to help you. If you don't like the fact that, we didn't get in fast enough for you, then don't call battles like that. The other thing is, don't try to turn this around. You guys deployed north, and you guys created a port lock for them. We tried to come in and crush it before it got out of hand. So every aspect of where you're coming from is dead wrong. You should check yourself. My friend, I think you got a lot of issues going on in your real life or something. But I don't think you want to take it out on us. That's not going to be productive. We're not your problem. You guys requested Northport. Okay, that's bottom line. So we came in Northport, which was already the porthole lock. So this is your deployment. This was your call. And that's fine, if you don't want to accept responsibility for what you've done, but don't try to turn it around and say that we suck because, you don't like how the battle's going that you started. Again, I deployed my group and cut it off when I saw that it was collapsing and there was, an overwhelming force. I didn't call in any triads. What I do is I do my own group deployment on what terms I think. If I see a shot, I'm going to gamble it. I took it. Didn't pan out. You guys chose to blow it up from there. And, we went ahead and supported it, but this wasn't a necessary fight. Yeah, we call our own deployment to some extent, but like I said, we followed your lead, and we take responsibility for that, but, you making negative statements and bitching about the way, that we didn't come in fast enough or that we didn't do something good enough, that's not appropriate. That's not I don't know where you think that's going to get you, but it's not going to get you any points with us, and it's not going to get you any points with me personally. And so, yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying is I think you got other things going on. I don't know I don't know exactly where you're coming from on this. You got no actual game standing to be making the comments you're making. And there's nothing to, justify the claims that we're poaching Kathy or anything like that. It's not just Kathy I've heard this from, so. And then you sending me negative messages directly, so. Look, dude, I'll tell you what, if that's going to be your attitude, and you're going to be like, we're getting our ass kicked, we're getting Leo'd, both of which are, clearly not positive outtakes, and you're going to, then further have other issues with us, just don't communicate with us, don't work with us, I don't really care. Hey man, I'm always up for a open conversation, but like I said, that's not when I'm hearing things that you're saying that on the level you're saying, and then it's coming back like, trying to spread, defeatism and annihilation. I'm just telling you, I'm giving you a heads up because look, you say that, you're gonna look foolish because we're not getting annihilated. We're not gonna get annihilated. We're coming home with our chips, at least our tanks and our core group. And like I said, if you don't like how we support, then I would recommend not bringing up their, things about how we defended one of our own and we didn't get there fast enough and this way. I wouldn't do that. I'm just telling you right now, it's not going to be well received. It's not about touchy, man. I don't deal with fucking people giving me shit for no reason when all I've done is fucking tried to help. I don't like being accused of things that I haven't done. Don't like that one bit. So when you come at me like that, yeah, I'm going to just treat you like you're an asshole. So if you don't want to be an asshole, or don't want to get treated like an asshole, then don't approach me like one. Okay, well, Like I said, you know, I haven't seen it. I've been asking our spotters. Nobody else has seen it. I'm not doubting you're saying it's happening, but when I look in, I just haven't seen anything, and it may be happening. I'm not saying it isn't, you know. But I'm saying we've done everything we can to counter it. We put a ton of fucking, you know, Anitas and everything we could get in there. So everything that can be done has been done. If I had any more accounts, I'd send them in, but I don't. I'm completely tapped out, so like I said, all efforts have been made. This is not the time to get critical of, you know, people who have sent a lot and dedicated a lot to this fight. Okay, well, listen, Tigger, I'm starting not to like this conversation, and I'm starting to not like discussing things with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to sit here and get into a pissing contest with you. I put everything I can into this. I've done everything I can for it. I'm going to find the best fucking outcome for it. But you and I, we're going to stop talking now. Okay, you know, if you didn't figure out how I deal with this, I don't deal with anybody who comes like a fucking asshole about a fucking game that I come to play to, you know, have a good time at. So you're getting way stressed. We have nothing but good feelings about this battle. We're very pleased with the outcome, and we're going to continue with the way we do things, which is not in a negative fucking hostile fashion. So my suggestion is if you want to work with me or you want to work with Triad, don't come off like that. Okay, well, I'm going to break this down for you as well. We took the res hack information, just like the gem hack and just like the old alt systems, and we took it to IGG and we showed it to them, and they said, nope, not happening, not a problem. That makes it standard practice. I'm not going to tell my guys that they can't do something that the enemy's doing that the company is not going to stop. This is, I don't know, you're using the word honorable. You just sound a bit ridiculous. This is a very practical matter, so you know, you do it or don't do it. All I'm saying is, you know, Triadic code forbids all forms of cheating. But once it's been established by the company, it's no longer cheating, well, then that's it. We open it up to our guys. We're not going to tell our guys. There's nothing else we can do. So if you don't like our policies, that's fine, but you're just mixing issues. One has nothing to do with the other. So I don't know. It's not about honorable whatever. It's about your being directly hostile, and I don't really appreciate it. So I'm going to go ahead and end this conversation with you, because when you can come with a more positive attitude at me, then I'll talk to you positively. But as right now, you're throwing a lot of shit, and it's just a lot of negative bullshit for no reason, and you got no call for it, so there's really no reason I need to listen to it. But yeah, let's just not talk then. That's fine by me. Yeah, look, man, just stop, okay? Just stop. We're not going to talk at all. This is going to be, he's going to come up with some condescending remark. Look, dude, you accused us of fucking poaching. You're being a fucking cunt. That's on you. You know, you're being incredibly negative for something you have no reason to. And then talking about calling me out. Call me out on what? What are you going to call me out on? What did I do? I supported your fucking action, period. I didn't say anything about you. I haven't complained about you. I didn't talk shit about you. None of that. So this is all on you, and maybe you need to turn around and look some internal reflection. But in either case, take your time. When you got a better attitude, we can wrap. Otherwise, we don't need to talk at all. But just, you know, enough with the messaging, because I'm over this. And I don't really care what you think about the, you know, using the hack, don't hack, whatever. It's an established fucking practice now. IGG is not going to do anything about it. That's our official policy. If you don't like it, don't do it. I don't care. Yeah, because this whole conversation is based on you being a cunt. So don't be a cunt, and you won't get a condescending fucking reply from me about a bunch of shit talking you've been doing to other fucking people. This is your fucking mess you made, so don't fucking bitch and fucking whine about my attitude towards it when you fucking started this shit. You know, you got no reason to fuck with me. So when you do fuck with me, yeah, I'm going to tell you, hey, what are you doing, fuckwit? Because you're being a fuckwit. So deal with it. All right, so continue to keep fucking messaging me, and the only thing you're going to get is hostility, and then the next step is I just block you and we don't ever talk again. And that's just fucking fine with me too. Oh, and go ahead, get your last word in before I block you then. Make it a good last word.